First and foremost, all thanks and praises unto our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wawakakwadash. Peace, blessings, much respect to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the rest of the elders who rule well within Israel. Salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like, pushing out this purified truth to the rest of the church who believe as well. You men who may not be teachers or prophets, you women, sons and daughters also, the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel and the nation of Israel alone, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. So the fact that we go out and we speak to our people and we do these digital epistles, we are sent unto our people with the message. We are actually messengers of the Lord. What's another name for a messenger? An angel. The elect of the nation of Israel, the elect man of the nation of Israel, the prophets, the teachers, the servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are angels. Now let's go to the book of Revelations chapter 14 and verse 6. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth. Now we understand that the angels that are in the spiritual realm, they're not down here on earth preaching and teaching this gospel. The ones who are teaching and preaching the gospel are in flesh, are in earthly bodies. Okay? And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people. Now the same thing was told to John, that he would have to come back and prophesy, to different nations and kindreds and tongues, right? Which will be through reincarnation. The men of the Lord that you see teaching and preaching this word on the streets are angels. Okay? Now the spiritual angels, they are our brothers. They are angels as well. We are angels in the flesh. They are angels in the celestial realm. Revelations 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. So you got to think, when John the Revelator saw this angel probably looked like Yahweh Shai himself. Okay? And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant. So the angels in the celestial realm are our fellow servants. They are our brothers. We are angels down here on earth teaching the gospel. They are angels in the celestial realm looking over us. Okay? Doing what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai told them to do, whatever that may be. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. So the angels in heaven, they are servants of Yahweh Shai just like we are. The only difference is we are in earthly bodies. They aren't. Worship the power, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 42. Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 7. Now let's jump up real quick. Isaiah 42 and verse 6. I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness, and I will hold thine hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. So us, who are deemed as angels, we are pretty much giving our people a message from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in hopes to free them from darkness. Okay? Because we are indeed the fallen ones. To open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison. Okay? Now these bodies are likened unto a prison as well. We are angels in earthly bodies, but we're also in prison, being in darkness You know, if you're in this world, you don't know you're an Israelite, you're not following the power of heaven and earth, the God of the Bible, you are in darkness, you are in prison. But our duty as angels, as messengers, is to preach and to prophesy, to give you the message from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. So darkness represents our bodies as well. Now these bodies, we are dealing with, you know, many illnesses, many setbacks, you know, fatigue, you know, whatever lack thereof that comes from being in this flesh. When you go to the book of Lamentations, chapter 2 and verse 1, it reads this: how hath the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger? So for a while, the Lord had covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud. So for a while, he was actually blocking our prayers. He wasn't even listening to us, okay? And cast down from heaven unto earth the beauty of Israel. So we've been casted down. We fell from our perfect state. When sin came into the world, death came into the world. Now, before we were even here in these bodies, we were in the spirit world. Okay? Before Adam and Eve, before these other nations, we were already in the spirit world. We existed before the earth was created. But the Lord sent us down here in these earthly bodies. Okay? And now that we're in these earthly bodies, we can still feel pain. We can die like men. Let's touch on the book of Psalms. Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. So we are indeed gods, but we can die like men. Why? Because we've been casted down from heaven unto the earth. Now we're in earthly bodies. We're dwelling in these bodies of death. We're dwelling in these bodies of darkness. Okay? These bodies naturally are fusioned with wickedness. Let's go to the book of 1 Thessalonians. And this is why we have to be changed, so that we could be just like our brothers in heaven. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 16. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet of power. And the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. Then we, which are alive and remain, shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words. So right now we are gods, but we can still die. But once we get translated, once we get delivered out of this captivity and we get our new bodies, we will no longer be in these chains of darkness. We will no longer be in these bodies of death that Paul had called them. Paul had called our bodies these bodies of death because we can die in these bodies. The fact that we sin, what does sin lead to? Sin leads to death. We're not perfect right now. We're not going to be perfect until we are changed. We're going to be changed back to our original estate. We're going to go back into our celestial form, but we're also going to have earthly-like abilities. We'll still be able to eat and drink, have sex with our wives, bring forth children, sons and daughters, right? But we won't be able to witness death anymore, or sorrow, or pain and agony and frustration. All that will be a thing of the past. We will be like our brethren in the celestial realm once we get delivered out of these bodies. So yes, we are indeed angels. We are no different than the angels in heaven outside of we are in earthly bodies. Okay? And eventually we will be translated back into our original form, being like the angels in heaven. Okay? Let's go to the book of Romans. chapter 7 and verse 24. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from this body of this death? Read this again, Romans 7 and 24. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? So this body of death, we have to be delivered from it. And who's going to deliver us from these bodies of death? The Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to deliver us. Okay? The Lord is going to deliver us from these bodies of death. Even those who may have passed and have already left their earthly body, they're going to be the first ones to be risen up and called onto them chariots. Okay? So this original form that we're going back to, we are going to be made immortal. We are going to be made angelic in a celestial way. We're going to be celestial and terrestrial. Okay? We're going to have spiritual bodies and still be able to do things that we do in this flesh. So although we are gods and we die like men, we are going to be delivered from these earthly vessels. Because again, we are indeed angels, just like our brethren who look after us. Okay? So I had to make this quick and simple and to the point. Lord willing, it was edifying. And I'm going to give all thanks and praises unto our power. Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Wa Rakak Wadash. Shalom.